welcome back to the Race Car and Chill channel. I think I broke the car. It's making a not so happy grinding noise. It sounds like bottom end, but I'm hesitant to say it's bottom end. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't even think it'll come up on camera, to be honest, but it's knocking for sure. Take it under the car. It almost does sound like it's like, what if it was the VVTi, dude? There we have it, folks. We got some new clutch and brake fluid. Eric came over, we did a little brake flush on his wagon and my car. And now we're here. I don't even know what to do about this. Do we just keep driving? Drive it till it blows? What do you guys think?
Part out.
Part out? No, we're not parting. Well, maybe we'll part out. No, we're not going to part out. So this is the state of the IS. I guess we'll keep diagnosing. I'll let you guys know what we find, but thought I'd give you guys an update before we end up getting too far. Welcome back to the channel, boys. Today's a special day. Buddy Spencer came over. We're gonna pull the transmission out of this bad boy because I think we've got a clutch issue. I'm gonna start it up and see if I can show you guys what I think is wrong. Oh boy. There we go. Yep. That was a cold start. It hasn't started in like 3 weeks, but
So bad.
yeah. Sounds pretty bad.
Definitely can now. We hope it's a clutch or flywheel issue.
Yeah, that's true. We're pulling the transmission basically to start diagnosing it. I'm hoping it's a clutch issue. We'll know if we can start the car with the clutch off of it. But the reason I think it's clutch is because the clutch doesn't feel right. The pedal pressure, I'm missing gears left and right. There's something wrong with it.
A lot more than you used to, though.
Yeah, I know, dude. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
It started out as a little knock-knock occasionally here and there, and I kind of just kept driving it because it was too hard to diagnose till it got to this point, and now I think we can finally take something apart and find the damage. Fingers crossed for a new clutch and we can slap it back together, but today we're just going to pull it apart and see what we can find, and if we need to order parts. Wish us luck. Alright, well, we finally got the car up in the air. It was kind of sketchy because we're on dirt and the jack kept sinking into the ground, so we had to put boards down. And anyway, long story short, it's up in the air. I hope it's high enough. I think we might need to drag it up more once we get the trans out. But we're gonna get out of the car and start with the drive shaft and start taking it apart. Here are the adapters that I use for the drift motion adapters for the drive shaft and the AR5 swap. I suspect I've got a drive shaft vibration, and I suspect it's coming from this one because you can see it's been rubbing. But I think it rubs on the shifter housing, and the one in the back also rubs. Gentlemen, we got the transmission off. There she is, the AR5. The clutch looks good. Don't really see any obvious signs of damage. Same with the pressure plate. Throwout bearing, smooth fine, or spins fine. Doesn't make noise. Pressure plate looks good. So what we're gonna do next is we're going to go back to the car and mount the starter to the flywheel and start it without any of this attached. I was hoping we could find something obvious in here, but I don't see it, so at this point, let's just see what happens. All right, so there's the flywheel. I don't really see any obvious damage off the bat. So before we take it off to inspect it, I'm going to mount the starter up. Let's do that now. What we're gonna use is the starter bolts, and to space them out, I'm gonna use this is a nut from the motor mount, because we took the motor mount nuts off, so we could pivot the motor back a little bit to take the trans out. There you guys can kind of see what I did with the starter. I actually ended up using 2 nuts on this one and 1 nut on the other bolt. They're different lengths, obviously. They're all bell housing bolts. I didn't feel like looking for them. We made it work this way. So now we're gonna start the car.
Well, that's not good news.
No, it's not.
How does this sound make you feel?
Do it today. You wanna pull this bitch or what?
Yeah, we're gonna attach it to this thing and just yank it.
There's a flywheel. I don't see any damage on it on either side. So we're draining the oil right now, and then we're gonna put it through a coffee filter and see what we find. All right, so we're gonna drain the oil through a funnel with an oil filter, or with a coffee filter on it. See what happens. Ooh, that's a pretty looking hole.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
This should be this way.
So the coffee filter didn't work. We're using an old sock. There's like no shavings in the oil. We cleaned this pan right before we put the oil in it. Look at that. There's no shavings. All right, boys, as you saw in the last video, the oil looks good. Everything else looks good. We don't know what's wrong with this thing, so I'm gonna pull it out. We've already got the trans off. Spencer came over. He's gonna help me out. It's nighttime. We live in Arizona, so it's very hot during the day. So nighttime wrenching is where it's at. Got some lights. Hopefully it's gonna be enough for you guys. Might have some other friends come over. First things first, let's take the bumper off. And then I've already drained the AC system. I drained it before I parked it because I had a feeling this was gonna happen. So AC system is drained. We gotta take the coolant system off. Wiring harness. We're gonna take the front core off. We're gonna see about the hood.
How much of your turbo comes off?
None.
Manifold stays on?
Everything stays on.
So
Take the piping off, and that's it on that side. There's some wiring on the starter over there.
Just spray anything down or anything before we start on the training fluid?
No, it's all fresh. So this motor may, I'll find out exactly how many, but this motor has between 10 and 15,000 miles on it. This build, I should say. It's been out of the car before, so I'll find out exactly how much, and I'll let you guys know.
How many miles that are on it, or how many miles you put?
I got it with 8. I got it with 8,000 miles on it. So I've probably put about 8 to 10 on it, maybe. I don't know. I have that. I have it documented. I need to check. Okay, we've kind of made quite a bit of progress. We haven't been recording because we've been working, but we're pretty much there. Just the wiring is left, and I got to get a hook for the back of the motor. So I'm gonna get it off of our Lemon's car. Hook is right here. And then I'm gonna need a seat belt as well because I can't find a chain. So we're gonna use one of the stock seat belts back here because this whole interior is getting gutted.
Are your engine mounts all the way
Are you
done?
recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
We get enough.
Are your engine mounts all the way done?
What's up, bro? On the fucking
What about that?
It's all over.
Okay.
Fucking stuck all the time.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna just double, triple check. Do you have that flashlight?
This is
is the most exciting part.
Man, you were just gonna keep yanking on it too. There we go. That's loose. Shit.
All right, so
If you look, okay, we're good.
the hoist is falling off of plywood, so that's what we're caught on right now.
We're caught on, but you're gonna have to go up too, because we're gonna hit your sway bar right here.
Going up, going up.
I'm gonna get down there.
1 second. Let me clean this shit up.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, that was mine.
To the other side, right?
Hold on, chill.
Very good.
Yep.
Whoa,
Okay, 1 second. Stay put.
higher.
On this side, bro, better angle.
Clear? Get your muscles, help them pull back here.
Spectating, bro.
You can spectate, but you're the.
Just pull the motor towards you.
Hold on. Yep. Okay, we're good.
You want me to hop up on the shock tower? No, we're not working on this one.
Jump under it. Just push, bench press it from beneath.
We're good. You don't need to go higher.
It's not like we're gonna be able to come straight.
We are.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
We're totally clear, dude.
Down pipe is the only thing.
We're good. I'm watching it. Yep, that was my foot. That was my foot.
Sorry.
Oh no, I just missed you. That's what I was stuck on.
Not just.
Yeah, I see that.
Hole again.
Oh god damn it! I got it. I got it. Yep.
Boom.
All right, lower it.
2JZ, no shit. That's a great time for a thumbnail. Before it gets lower.
All right, climb on it.
I came in like a wrecking
Didn't
ball.
Cletus do that in his ROM?
Was it clean? It was
Somebody did it,
Yeah.
dude. Or was
Yes.
or they were about to jump on it and it fell anyway.
All right, what are your thoughts?
Still recording?
How'd that go?
That was harder than it should have been,
Okay.
but it's out.
What was the hardest part?
Oh
Cutting your wiring harness apart?
yeah.
R.I.P. wiring
We
harness.
didn't record it, but getting close, getting close. Let's see. Well, you can't even. Well,
This
this
is
is
a
a
sad,
mess.
sad moment.
So we got the AEM is wired. Yeah, bring that light over here. Check this out. So these are wires that go to the AEM that's under the driver's seat, and they were kind of just spliced into the OEM harness. So I'm fortunate enough to have an extra 01 harness, so I just cut this shit up and we'll be replacing all of it.
That's the thumbnail right there. Stan's life. That's the abstract art of Stan's life.